I'm doing is more of a kind of a help video with a new Transformer product that has come out. It is the Transformers The Last Night Tiny Turbo Changers. These are a blind pack line that has come out recently, and I kind of have some advice of how to be able to ID stuff and figure them out. I figured I'd open some live too, so see what we can do with these. This is Protoman, this is ProtoRetro, and let's do this.
ProtoRetro.
So, tiny turbo changers. Now, blind pack stuff hasn't really been too much of a common thing in America. It's only been a recent occurrence in the past couple of years when it comes to Transformers, and just, I mean, every toy line in general. When you go to Toys R Us, you seem to have their little blind pack section. Same thing with Walmart. But with Transformers, I mean, blind pack culture in Japan has been around forever, since the days of G1, when they had the Keshigumos, which we knew as decoys. They had blind pack stuff. Kabaya was doing small model kits at the time. And even as most recent in the 90s and the 2000s with the SCF PVC line, which was a crazy blind pack line with chase figures and all kinds of crazy stuff going on with that one. But the blind pack thing didn't really start happening here in America until Lego started doing their blind packs with their minifigs, and then Creo, which Hasbro was doing with their Transformer line, started copying that, and then it led to Tiny Titans with this, and the collectible figurine PVC line, and a whole bunch of other blind pack stuff. And now everyone's doing blind packs, and it's kind of an epidemic now, if anything. But yeah, so here they are. These are the Tiny Turbo Chasers. I wanted to do this video because I wanted to talk about how to ID these. Now, there isn't any codes on these at all, but I got these from my distributor. They just sent me 3 random ones, so I didn't get to do any checking myself. Otherwise, I would have probably discovered this sooner and then would have tried to pick characters I wanted. But they're very similar to that of with the Tiny Titans, where they use a very, I'm going to try to bring it up to my light here, a very transparent, clear plastic, which, while this isn't going to help you in the case to identify the character, just like the Tiny Titans, they have their little window there at the bottom, and it's the same thing here. There's a little window. That's just this little clear window. So what you could do is when you take the figure and you push it into the corner, you could ID the color, the general color of the figure. Now, why is this important? Well, this line features 12 different characters, and most of them kind of sport a singular color that represents themselves. There is a few clashovers, but I mean, in general, you will be able to get what you want. I'll just go over it quickly. So characters that are dark gray will be Lockdown, Starscream, Sideswipe, and Soundwave. I find Starscream, Sideswipe, and Soundwave, they have more of a lighter gray, so Lockdown will be a darker gray, so if you could catch that. Characters that are all in black, you have Shadow Armor Grimlock, and then you have Night Strike Bumblebee. Night as in like a knight from the Knights of the Round, not night as in the color, which is interesting that they actually changed the name there for registration and PR reasons. Interesting. But they're going to be in black. Bumblebee will have a little bit yellow strip on it, so if you can kind of see the little yellow strip with the black there, you'll be able to point them out. And then everyone else is really their own standalone colors, which will be easy to pick out. So like straight up Bumblebee is going to be yellow. A light blue is Blackout. A dark blue is Optimus Prime. A light green is Crosshairs. A dark green is Hound. And the GPS kind of gold, as I like to call it, which I think is one of the characters I have here today, is the original Grimlock. So let's crack these open. And like right away, it looks like Grimlock, this one. And I didn't get to pick these, so... But it looks like this one's going to be Grimlock. So let's see if my theory is right, just like it was with the original Tiny Titans. And I was correct. So there's Grimlock. Now here's my thing that concerns me. The second one that I have here also looks like it might be Grimlock. It kind of looks like that's that GPS, kind of gold there. So my distributor just picked 3 at random and sent them to me. So I'm really hoping that, yeah, unfortunately, see, the flaws of being right in the sense that it's gonna mess with you. Also included inside is a little piece of paper which shows you how to do the transformation, which we'll get to afterwards. I'll bring in some stuff to compare with sizes and everything. And the last one here, let's take a look. So if we stick it in and we kind of like move it around, we see like it's a light gray. Now obviously, same thing like with Lego, you can kind of feel around too. So if it's a light gray and it feels like a jet, which that's what it kind of feels like here, guess what? It probably is Starscream. So let's crack it open. And guess what? It's Starscream. So these guys are very easy to ID. And again, that's the whole point of this video, is just to help you guys ID them. I mean, it's not even something like, you know, you go to Toys R Us and you see like the people in the stores, they're feeling up the bags trying to figure out. These ones, you just look at the little window. You look at the window, well, I kind of cut it, but you look at the little window in the corner and you're good to go. So unfortunately, I can only transform 2 of these because I only have 2. Just to show you a scale, here's a bot shot, which I thought that that's kind of what they were going for initially, was they were trying to go for like a bot shot kind of thing. But unfortunately, they're much smaller than that. Price point on these are in the United States $2.99 and in Canada $3.99. Very simplistic transformation. This is the robot mode. Put the feet together, and Cheetor style, as I almost like to call it. There's Grimlock beast mode, and so here's Starscream. This one he's packed in the jet mode, and looks like you just flip that down, and then the arms out, I guess. Looks like it very simply. Yeah, and then arms out, and then you got, oh, that doesn't fold down, that's too bad. And then you got Starscream. So very simplistic in design, but at least, you know, something that's easy to identify when you want to pick them up. Pretty cool though. I dig little small things like that, and they're a lot cheaper than, say, everything else that's right now in the line. It's very expensive, some of the stuff that's unfortunately coming out from the last night. So this is something that's really affordable, and you can identify the characters if you want to. So I hope this video helped everyone, and that's that. So this is Protoman of ProtoRetro, and this has been a video review of the Transformers Tiny Turbo Changers from the Transformers 5 Transformers The Last Night line. So until then, guys, take care, and as always, roll out.
Hey guys, like what you saw? Want to see more? Then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe this video. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like the Facebook group for all the latest updates from Protoman of ProtoRetro.